Oh, welcome, friends. Welcome, friends. Today, we are doing another live stream.
Producer Harry is just...
Oh. Outrageous. Hello, Sense for Thought. How are you? Germs, Dushan, and Saab. It's just us, lads. How are you doing? I hope you were all fantastic and doing really well. Evening, Daddy Bear. Hi. Hello, Stephen. How are you doing? Let's pick a picture of Lionel. There he is. So what's up, friends? Are you okay? Hello, Christy. Well, to go to the club or not to go? You always go. Go, go, go. Dallas, how are you? Ooh, I've got an itchy back. Good thing I've got a back scratcher. Ooh, lovely day for it. Do you know what it is? It's been really nice today, actually. It's meant to be really nice next week as well. Christine says no club tonight, Dushan. Maybe the stinky guy will be there again. Some lore I don't know about. For the love of all that's holy. Bashka. I got the Balenciaga pour on. What the hell, man? Makes and taste seem pedestrian. Do you like it? I love it, like. Welcome that charming man. Same. We finally have a sunny day here, says James. Uranon, says that charming man. I've never heard of that. It's absolutely sensational, says Sense for Thought. Well, I'm glad you enjoy it. I am glad you enjoy it. Oh, Aesop. Ooh, they do one called Wheel. Whill. What? Whill. It's really nice. I was actually quite impressed with those the last time I smelled them, but it was at the end of a day of smelling perfumes. Must have been like the 150th perfume I smelled that day. And I was like, these are nice, but I'm almost certainly not getting the full experience, you know? Welcome, Andrij. Welcome all. Oh. Sense for Thoughts, they sent to the door. Overture Man will be trying the new Tur tomorrow. Let us know what you think of it. Don't watch my video unless you've already watched it. Let us know what you think. Bashka says, Rich Lyric Man, a Portrait of a Lady. Portrait of a Lady. I think Portrait of a Lady is really, 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 really good. I was smelling it the other day, and yeah, I smelled it the other day, and it was really good. Jared says, scent of the day, a bit of a Tonka, outrageous perfume. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Excuse me, I've got to do something. Where am I? There it is. New Terra's Repulsive. Bonjour. Robes await. How you doing? I'll be doing a stream with Robes await. Maybe in May. Maybe in May. The next month is looking pretty ropey as far as health things are concerned, so I don't want to commit to doing anything. You might actually notice that I'm not putting out as much content in the next month or two. I've got a couple of things going on. It's nothing too serious. You know what I mean? Oof. Hello, Jordan Albrow. New Terra's repulsive, in my opinion, says that charming man. Doesn't have much to do with the original one, does it? It's not ideal. It's I couldn't eat a whole one. I couldn't buy a bottle, you know. Where are we? At this point, I would take a sop over Le Labo. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of Le Labo, so it's not. No, not a fan of Le Labo. None of them have ever tempted us to buy them, especially not for the money they go for. I thought a couple from Aesop were good too. I just can't remember which ones. Yeah, the Vault. Yeah. I know that wheel. That wheel is quite good. HWYL. Hell of a name, that. Dear me. Hello, Tamten. How are you? I love the Ambroxan in Green Irish Tweed, but I don't like it in Pole. Interesting. Might be different kinds, you know. There's a myriad of different ones. Marrakesh Intense EDT is sensational. Who's that by? Rob says, how's that Oris from Polomois? So, it's good, but I paid half retail for this. And that's about what it's worth. I'll tell you what it smells like, right? It smells like high quality hand cream from like a hotel. You know, it's very one dimensional. It has one dimension, and that's this clear, flat iris. And that's it for me. And it's good quality, it smells good, but it's not even all the different facets of iris, it's just an iris. Maybe a bit of cedar if you're lucky, which would make it two-dimensional, but you know what I mean. But it just smells good and clean, like it's a perfect office scent. Just smells like you've had a wash, you know. I think it's perfectly nice, good clean iris and nice longevity. Yeah. Hope things go well, mate. Thank you. Welcome, Divine. Have you talked to Ramsey Rich? He hasn't been active recently. Yes. So I have, and I don't think he's going to be coming back before June. Maybe he's even after. You know, I'm not going to speak for him because it's not my place, and he'll be back. I'm sure of it. You know, he'll be back. Never liked anything Boston personally. I'm not sure what that means. Like the Boston crab. Remember the Boston crab? La Humaniste today, says Vauxhall Jim. Can anyone recommend Neroli fragrances that aren't too feminine? What's Cologne Indelible like from Frederick Moore? It's really nice, actually. So's Neroli Outre Noir by Guerlain. And there's the Mediterranean Neroli by Ermenegildo Zegna, but you'll have to part with a fucking kidney, possibly even a liver for that. Matcha Premier doesn't make a good fragrance. Divine, stop fucking trying to get Ryan to spend money on shit. Jean en Provence has a very cheap and nice Neroli scent, says Dubadabke. Dubadabke. There we go. Got it. Dubadabke. I've probably missaid that as well. Ramsey will be okay, says Dushan. Andre says Apothega Tepe. Pale Fire is his scent of the day. Cologne Indelible is fantastic. Yeah, it is fantastic, to be fair. Mediterranean Neroli is fantastic, says Germs. Yes, it is. Evening all, wearing Luciano Pavarotti. Yes, one of the greats. This is an absolutely outrageous perfume. I've actually scratched off the name. Like, I took a few letters off, and then I was like, oh, bollocks. So I just went and got rid of all the rest of it. So now it's just it's an off-label. It's an off-label, or the label is off. You know? Sergio Tom barely makes any good fragrances either, yet you give away your money willingly to own them. No, that's not true. Sergio Tom makes plenty of good fragrances. And I haven't bought any for ages. Then again, the supply's been absolutely rotten for them, like, you know. It's been absolutely appalling. Like, you just can't find them anymore. But I've got a fucking large percentage of the stock of them. So I was looking at my backups the other day and I was like, fuck. I've got so many backups. Great looking bottle. Yes, it is. One of the best bottles. See, places like fucking Girl On and stuff, like, make one bottle and put like 15 different perfumes in it, right? This is like one bottle from Pavarotti, and it's like, this is like one fragrance, you know what I mean? Oh, it's so fucking good. It's so good. It's so fucking good. $125 ml, 4.23 ounces, 83.5%. Is that the strength? 83.5%. Eurocosme. Made in RSM. I love this stuff so much. I need to start wearing it again, to be honest. What's my scent of the day, I hear no one ask? Well, let me tell you. It's this. It's Frenchy Lavande. I love this shit. Yeah, the 83% is alcohol volume, that's right. I don't own a single mall. I feel like a fraud, but I want to fall in love to commit the big bucks. They're all so excellent, but not mind-blowing. Then don't buy them. Don't buy them if you don't like them, for God's sake. You're not gonna, yeah. I don't want to say you're not going to impress anyone. What you're going to do is you're going to fucking, basically it's like kicking yourself in the balls. You know what I mean? It's like you're spending a lot of money on something that you're not sure about. Just don't. It's your money. It's not mine. Hi James, hello James. Boom, welcome Nick. Welcome Carl. Do the same to Vanilla Van bottle and there will be fumes. Serge has not gone into wild l'artisan. No, sorry, I'll say this again. Serge has not gone into l'artisan territory yet. Those are rare to find in the wild. Yeah, the old bottles are. Sold my Timbuktu a couple of weeks ago. I just didn't like it. Had that sort of kind of metallic kind of thing. Didn't agree with me at all. Sour green mango, unripe mango, and incense and vetiver giving this metal kind of vibe. I really didn't like Zonka either. Like Zonka, I was like, whoo. Dropout says, love you all. I'll watch it after midnight at work. Have a good one. Love to you as well, Dropout. Sense for thought, Marl is pure garbage. Litter, mool, prugy. I wore Ebony de Balmain this morning. It's really good. I've got a partial of that for sale, actually. Rich, how many bottles do you still plan to sell? Well, I don't know. It depends. It's an ongoing process. I did do something today, though. Which I will explain, and it's to do with selling the perfumes. And I will tell you what it is. No, they fill the bottles to 80%. Duh, says Lilith. Lilith, stop that. Scent of the day was Rochas Globe. Scent of the evening is Mitsuko EDP. Oof. What a day. Mistakenly sold, says Germs. No. Rob says, I felt that way with Marlin early 2010 when I first sniffed them and came out with only Bigarad Concentrate and Muscarav. Took me a few years to go back to them and now over a dozen. How many have I got now? So I've got 4 there. I think I've got about... There's one back there, which is Geranium Pour Monsieur. And then I've got about 3... I think I've got about 8. I think I've got about 8 of the Frederick Malls. I've sold a few as well. Oh no, I've got more because I've got these little 10 mils. I've actually got a little 10 mil of Dries Van Noten, like, which I don't like. I don't like that. I just don't understand like the hype for it. Like, I've still got a bit of Monsieur. I actually sold my 100 mil of that. I'm still... There's amberwood in it, which just kicks the fuck out of us, like. And then I've actually got some Muscat Ravageur, but it's got the little red bit. I don't know if you can see them, little red bits in there. Bit of sediment. A few of those have got sediment in, actually. So what we got? Sent of this Francisco Smalt. Oh, I love that shit. It's so good. I'm doing all right, says Robert. I'm waiting on my bottle of Epic Man to arise. Maybe you don't like masala chai. Zonk has that note. It's just, I don't know, it just smelled a bit. Bah. I stopped buying bottles, but my brain wants to trick me into buying something new. I don't know if there's a sign of addiction or what. It's like a trip switch. It's like your brain wants to go back down that neural pathway, but you also know that you don't want to. No, I will not stop, says Lilith. Stop that. Stop not stopping. I'll wait until Goldman arrives. That's the Ravageur, the sediment. Yes, it's from the musk. Have you tried Mars en passant, Rishmish? Seriously impressed with the Eau de Magnolia and Les Mediterranean. So now I'm intrigued about the lilac dominated one. You've just named 3 of the ones that I dislike the most. Not a fan of those 3. Actually, I will only because I have to. Just saying hi, says Lily. Small pour aroma is so pleasurable. I love that perfume. Thanks to you, Rich. Thank you. I love it. I love it too. It's been a little bit warm for it recently, actually. Finally got me a bottle of Muscat Ravageur. I am so late to the party. 25 years late. Sort of. I got the Vanille Havan Extra after your vid. Wow, it's perfect. Need an oud roll-on layering. And we've got Coda Oud at home, says Sense for Thought. Rich could have gotten me a bottle of Après Lundi, but didn't. Could have won the lottery, but didn't. Well, forgot about you not liking white florals. It's one of my main shticks. It's one of my main things, that. Not liking white florals. I'm a Liss. He hates me, says Lily. I'm a Lily. Prejudice. Friends, if you would like to like the stream, please, knock yourselves out. I would appreciate it greatly. Yeah, the weather's been quite good, like remarkably good here this last week or two. And it's meant to be next week as well. So we're obviously getting our summer in early this year because it's going to rain or snow for the next 6 months and then it'll be winter again. You know, that's just how England works. That's just the way it is. It's just the way it is. Lots of different weathers all at the wrong time. I sent you the listing. You could have bid for giggles and won. No. I have no way to get it to you. Unacceptable. I want to travel to England one day, says Robert. One day. Please do. Let me know. I might be able to meet you, I might not, unfortunately. That's about how it is, I'm afraid. I can't promise. I can't promise. I would like to, but I can't. Rob says, happy to have my Discord so I can message RM at any time and bug him. I'll put a link to your Discord in the chat if you want. Give us a second. Where are we? Rob's away. Invite. Huh, Robes has got 69 members, lol. Right, where are we? This is an invite to the Discord. Imagine that. Meeting the legendary Rich Mitch. What? Says Robert. Just depend on how my back's feeling on the day. Yeah, just depending on my back. I would block him, but he's my superior on this channel, says Lilith. Lily in the blocking mood. Do you know what I wore this week and really enjoyed, friends? I'm going to tell you. It was actually a bit of a revelation. Was it yesterday or the day before? This was absolutely magnifique. And it's this. I'm going to move these across a little bit. There you go. It's Incense Rose by Tower. It's absolutely immense. It's absolutely incredible. I was shocked. I was like, I've been waiting to wear this for ages, and I'd been smelling it, and I'd sprayed it on my hand a few times, and I've spent time having an investigate, having a smell, having a look, having a ponder, having a think, and it never made us want to apply loads or like wear it for a whole day. And then I wore it the other day just because I wanted to make myself wear it. And then I did wear it and I was like, fuck, this is amazing. I knocked on Doug's door and he didn't answer. Just out of interest, Rich, has Nassim Dorma ever been playing whilst you've been wearing Pavarotti? Yeah, I've put it on a few times. There's a guy who does, do you know, apple bottom jeans? He covered apple bottom jeans, but did it to the tune of Nessun Dorma, and it's fucking hilarious. It's brilliant. Hold on. Pavarotti shortly got low. Yeah, it's apple bottom jeans by Luciano Pavarotti. Hold on. Copy link. Where are we? Sorry, friends. Oh, I've got an itchy limb. Just out of interest. So, yes. Lily, I'll send a super chat to Eugene for you. Sense for Thought says, does Tower ever hit discounters in the UK? No, there's only one place in the UK that's got the contract for Andy Tower, and it's Les Santes, and they don't let their stock go. If they'd ever turned up at discounters, you would know who put them there. And they're not likely to do that, are they? I wish that I could meet you, Robes and Ramsey, says Robert. I'm sure we wish that we could meet you too. Hi, Rich. Hope you're well, bud. Hope you're well too, CK. How's it going? I hope you're doing all right. Remember when Tower was huge on YouTube? Never again. Aye, and that's loads of the stuff like Serge Duton used to be. Shergy. Shergy was a hype fragrance, man. Shergy was a massive hype fragrance. Like, it's just a fucking shit show now. People having fucking cosmetic surgery. People having fake contact lenses to change their eye colour of all things, man. Stephen, man, you're 5'5", man. If you want to be a babe magnet, try being 6'2". Good grief. Excuse me. I didn't get a notification, says Mitra. Nobody loves me. Harsh. Should be appreciative of my support, says Lily. Mitra, your collection is amazing. Excuse me. Mitra's on the scene. I've started yawning already. Sure I do. We love you, Mitra. Am I going to get blocked here too, says Mitra? Where have you been blocked from? Thank you, Robert. Who blocks Mitra? Hello, hello, everyone was saying hello. Dick Curry was napping. Wish I could have a nap. His voice is amazing, yes. Now I can't unsee Rich in a tux looking serious listening to Pavarotti and applying it. I apply my fragrances while listening to UK Garage, says Robert. Got a jet, says Lilith. I'm 6 foot -2. Oh, he's 5'5". What? Yeah, he's a wee man, Ryan. He's a wee man. Is Frenchy Levant discontinued? I hope not. Could be, but I hope not. Rich, you are right about Stephen. Under average height doesn't work for attracting ladies. No, it doesn't. Kruthick says, welcome Kruthick. Tower stuff is super affordable anyways. Yes. And he overfills his bottle, so you get like 5 ml extra. Yes, also yes, absolutely. And they're brilliant as well. And he rarely, touch wood, he rarely, if ever, reformulates things. You know? He uses Navitus to pick up chicks anyway. You get a line because you're cute and I'm interested. Not the body move. You got to let the body groove, says Nick. Towers are very good value for money anyway. My beef with the Santas is when they fail to carry half the tower stock, e.g. the soaps. Yeah, they only carry certain things. It's a small shop though. You seen the size of it? There's hardly any room in there. Like it's like a room, you know, like a bedroom or something. It's like the size of that. It's not a big space. The Santas are stingy. I want the soap and samples. You can probably get the soaps off Tower himself, you know. I'd like a candle. Because it's only the alcohol and stuff in the fragrances. That means it's got to be... it's got to be like registered and carried properly and everything. So you could probably send your candles straight from himself. Oh my God, any of you insomnia? Any of you have insomnia? Please listen to my videos. Outcome is 100%, says Mitra. The Santas are stingy. I want the soap and samples. Rose and incense combo comes better than rose oud. Yeah, I would often say it is. Rose oud's played out. It's clapped, as the kids would say. Or they used to say. I don't know. They're probably not kids anymore, the people who say that. Well, the soap's worth it. Frenchy Lavander's indeed discontinued. It is discontinued, says Mitra. Oh, no. Antonio Hobson, welcome. Happy Friday. Rich, how are you? Senator on the Rose. I'm all right. How are you? Frenchy Lavander's boring. That's for the Timbuktu and Jonker slander, says Germs. Shut up. Stop that. You mean some women aren't into midgets? Well, far be it from me to tell the women what they're into, but it's possible. The Santas aren't stingy. They were very generous with me. I got about £100 of free samples when I told them it was my birthday last year. Maybe I should just contact them and tell them it's my birthday, but do it about 4 times till they click on. Lol. Will Redo ever take out those cringy blue eyes? Oh, it's so sad. That's like, fucking what? I love the fact that Santas sells samples. Yes, yes, yes. I think I have odd taste in music. In addition to UK Garage, I listen to Japanese jazz and what I call a Christian techno. The mind reels. The Santas online or in store, you guys are talking about both. Both. Tower won't ship anything to the UK. If you're in the US, fine. Well, it was, says Tim. Swine. Hello all, welcome PK. Gucci Nobile you are wearing. Rose oud might be played out, but I'll smell like rose oud until 2102. So you've got another what? 77 years of it. Baby blue, which was only against you. Hello, James. There is a laxative for that, James. Let it go. Let it go. Yes, I was talking before about what I did today. And you know I've been selling a lot of fragrances, don't you? So what I did today was I wasn't selling the fragrances for any particular reason. So I didn't sell them for the reasons. I bought something today. And I wasn't selling the fragrances to buy this particularly. But it was like a goal to save up the amount of money to buy this, you know? So it stopped us frittering the money away. And I spent the money that I'd been saving up on this. It's a new roller. That's going to break my arm if I keep doing that. But I got this today. And I like it and I'm happy. So that was good. So I wasn't selling them so I could save up and buy that. But like I was like, well, if I don't spend the money, right? If I don't spend the money, then I can just keep saving it up and I'll be able to get one of those. And I saved up the money and I'd been waiting because they make you go on a waiting list and shit. You can't just go in and fucking buy one, you know. And then on Wednesday, he called us. Said, Richard, I've got one and I'd love to allocate it to you. I was like, mate, lush. And that's it. I absolutely love it. Like, I've been wanting this watch. So I've been wanting this watch for a long time, if I'm being honest. I've always wanted a blue dial watch. I wanted this configuration, which is this bracelet and this bezel, the colour dial, the size. It's a 36. It's not the really big one. Some people go for the really big one and I don't like it. So yeah, I'm really happy, you know. Robert says, I heard that Rolex dealers are really selective of who they sell to. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. It's not easy. You can't just go in and get one because they don't know what you're up to. Because the second-hand market's been taking the piss and they don't want you to just buy the watch and go and sell it. Because bizarrely, they're even more expensive second-hand. To me, that is the most bonkers shit I have ever heard. They're more expensive second-hand than they are brand new. To me, that's mental. But what can you do? So, no, I didn't buy this to sell. I bought this because I'd sold off lots of my fragrances and I'd saved up the money over a long period of time and I'd wanted something like this and it was there and everything was right. So I got it, you know. Alright, let's have a look. I prefer chocolate laxative, says Robert. Unboxing mine next week, Rich. You smelt that one yet? Yes, but I can't remember it. 77 years of rose oud. Sounds like a curse from Alibaba and the 40 Thieves. Yes, Kruthick. Mitchell let it go on the upper deck, says James. 100% when I figure out the aiming part. Ooh, Rich, can I have that watch? No. I wish I had the energy to sell fragrances I want to get rid of. Blonde Amber from Clive Christian, as I never wear it, but can't be bothered with eBay. You've got to get it. Yeah, it's. I'm very fortunate because I've got the channel and people know us, you know, and they know that even if they're not happy with something, then so I've had like one or two people return it. One of them was really fucking sly about it. Like he blatantly just wanted to smell the fragrance and then send it back. But I blocked that cunt. But yeah. Welcome, Nathaniel. Nice watch, thank you. Rahel, congratulations, thank you very much. Saving for a Seamaster myself. Did you buy it from Jeremy Fragrance? No. That's nice, thanks. Nathaniel says he's wearing Mousse Illumini. Rich was like, what? Was like, watch this. A decent watch is always a good investment. Saving up for a yellow lemon Casio G-Shock, says Etherealist. Galen, those watches have an outrageous reputation. Enjoy the YouTuber this watch, that watch. Yeah, he's good. He's really good. I like him. Mitra aims for he's a fellow bald as well. Mitra aims for the upper deck and splatters the lower deck. My twin has it, no I don't. You need to get one, get one, get one. They only sell to the rich. They sell to the rich, Mitch. Fortunately. 8801, hello rich folks. Glad to finally catch you live while on lunch. That face colour is beautiful. Yes, it is. It's lovely. The blue's absolutely glorious. Investment watches, to be sure. You can get some investment watches, but I would never buy a watch as an investment. Never buy a watch as an investment. I don't give financial advice, so. They macerate the watches. That's a lot of fragrance on your wrist. That's actually quite a good point. I have layered many fragrances to get this. Yes. Vintage Rolly. Don't get vintage Rollies. They're the drizzling shits. The bracelets are appalling. And they're not as well built as they are now. They were solid at the time, but the problem with vintage watches is that's a lot of small parts to go wrong. I had a Universal Genève Pearl router, and they've really kicked on price-wise. And they're so fucking flimsy. They're so fucking flimsy compared to the watches of today. They're so fucking flimsy, honestly. And the Rolex bracelets until about the mid-2000s were fucking shit. A fragrance to be admired, but maybe not worn. Yeah, I've got a few fragrances. That's a really good way of putting it, Sell me Osavage 2012 Balenciaga Pour Homme and you'll probably afford another Rolex tomorrow, says Sense for Thought. Wouldn't sell them for that much. I wouldn't sell fucking Balenciaga Pour Homme for all the money in the world, If anyone has ever bought Richard Coffee, they have a legitimate claim to that Rolex. Actually, no, the coffee money didn't go towards that. I did fritter away the coffee money on things like a mic and a laptop and a stand for the microphone and a little boombox, one of those little I forget what you call them, where you plug the mic in and the computer in and you can twist the labels and the levers and stuff. I tried the new Lalavo Eucalyptus 20, pretty amazing juice. I like eucalyptus in a fragrance. So what model is that, Rich? It's a Datejust. It's a Datejust 126300. Can I put a Rolex on a layaway or use a firm? No, lol. Even some of the vintage Casios are insanely robust. Casio make proper solid watches, Heard the new Labo smells similar to the Hanoki shower gel. I wish Diptyque would make a perfume out of this candle. Fuck! This candle is incredible. Fouille de Lavant. I love this shit so much. It so smells of spring. It's so good. Ooh, maybe the wick is a little bit long. Should I trim the wick? I need to get a Frederick Mall. I'll probably go for Promise or Vetiver Extraordinaire. Sold both of them, actually. I've had both of them and sold them both. Okay, then. If he goes to Singapore without water, he'll become serious. If he goes to Turkey, he will be hungry, says Robert. Lord Charles, welcome. This rich Mitch geezer seems to have quite the liking for perfume. I've heard that myself. Also heard that he's a bit of a tosser, though, so be careful. How about a joint live with Galen? Oh, sorry. How about a joint live with Galen, says Neil. Did that last week. Sample Promise first, at least 10 times, says Sense for Thought. I think I won a Grand Seiko for my first watch. Insanely good brand, insanely good. There was a guy going to give us, he was talking to us then, he knew I was picking this up, and he was saying to us, and he was like, how would you like to get this watch? It's already on sale for 25% off, and he was offering us an extra 700 quid off. I was like, oh, mate. I was like, I can't, man. I cannot afford that, but I really like the watch he was talking about. I was like, mate, I just cannot afford that. I just cannot, I would love to. Nothing would make us happier. But maybe next time you've got a sale on or some shit, It was an absolutely great watch, though. Oh. I've dropped an absolute bollock. Exactly what I didn't want to happen happened. There it is. I've trimmed it far too much now. I feel like an absolute tool. Sugar and spice. Shit. Okay, I actually sold another perfume last night that I have not reviewed and have shipped it out today, which I won't be reviewing. It's called Kipling by Vile Perfumes, or Weil Perfumes. So we have a nice little candle there. It's similar to the Hogan. About after 4 hours, I should buy some candles for my balcony. Sense for thought. Where do you get the candles from? The wick's fine, mate. It was a little bit long, you know. I mean, it probably was going to be fine, but no, you're right. No cause that will be wicked, says Robert. Explosive hazard with so much alcohol. Well, it'll be good content, you know. Other people doing like top 10 lists and showing their huge boobs off, and I blow myself up, you know. The opening is photoreal eucalyptus, then the mid is chocolate, dark, and then dark leather. Then heads back to eucalyptus incense. Eucalyptus incense sounds really nice, actually. Every time I wear that, every time that I wear Promise, I spray at least 7 to 9 times. Yikes. I've tried Promise a couple of times, probably the best cereal note I've smelled, says Kruthick. The Grand Seiko was a better watch, but Rolex have mastered the marketing. Yes. It kind of goes to show what's important about watches, though, isn't it? It's not actually the watch. It's men's jewellery. That's what it is. It's men's jewellery, you know? I love that this has got a date on it. That's why I use me watch, if I'm being perfectly honest with you. I use me watch for the date. I don't use me watch for the fucking... I don't use me watch for the time. I've got my phone for the time. I've also got my phone for the date, but I don't check the date on my phone. The amount of times a day I must say, what's the date? Oh, hey, I'll tell you what, right? He gave us the watch when I bought it, right? And he was like, oh, right, here you go. He presented it to us all like fancy and everything. It was great. And I was like, oh, this is mint. And when he gave us it, right, you know what I did? I went to set the date and time. And what I was doing is I was like, oh, what's the date again? He was like, it's the 4th. I was like, what? He was like, it's the 4th. I was like, it says 4 here. He was like, oh, no, it's the 4th. I was like, what am I doing? He was like, what are you doing? I thought it was the 7th. I was like, oh, God. So I had to reset the date back to the 4th. Pillock. Fool. Exactly what happens when you fuck around with the wick. Now it's too short, it won't burn. What on earth are you thinking? This is a disaster, said Lord Charles. Call the police. Do something. My whole room smelled like green apple cider. Oh. That's why I want a Grand Seiko, says Kruthick. Yeah, people aren't going to steal your Grand Seiko. There's much less chance of people stealing your Grand Seiko. I beg your pardon. Kipling like the Battenberg. The same name, the name of the fragrance is Kipling, like the cakes, right? But the fragrance is called Kipling and it's by Weil, which is Weil, and it was the eau de toilette and the aftershave. So the aftershave will be more potent than most of the eau de toilettes out there now, anyway. Exactly what happens when you fuck around with a wick. Great Pelargonium note and Kipling. Do you know what it is? I was looking for my 80s de Venustus Pelargonium today. It's lovely. I was going to wear it, but it's further back. It's at the back. Ukulele incense. There was a video, fragrances to wear when you're going to buy an expensive fragrance in a boutique. Not even joking. Do you know what it is? I totally believe you. I don't need to search or question that one bit. I totally believe you. It's absolutely It's absolutely like plausible. No doubt, no doubt. Fragrances to wear when buying a fragrance. He does make exceedingly nice fragrances, says Nick. It's very good. Did Axe body spray make the rest? Welcome, Jonathan. How are you doing? Do you have a watch winder? Sick and tired of setting them. I'll tell you what, right? A mate of mine said to us, what's the point in getting a watch winder? You don't leave your car running when you're not using it. And just like that, I was like, yep, spot on. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. You don't leave your car running when you're not using it. Because it just winds the fucking you're just using the parts for no reason. You know what I mean? You're just using the parts for no reason. I would have got would I've got one, I don't know. But I thought about it because I thought that's what you do, you know? Excuse me. Do you have a what? No, sorry, I read that. Saw the thumbnail on Oda Jerks last month. I need to watch it. What about? Is that a Newcastle twang, says Lord Charles? It is. That's where I'm from. He's Geordie like. Grand Seiko look lovely and the spring drive is very cool. I like the high beat. I must admit, I do like the high beat. I like the high beat more. I'm not sure how I feel because it's got quartz in there. You get quartz drift. Is this thing that I like the most about wearing expensive fragrances that normally have no idea how much it costs? Quiet luxury, maybe. Quiet luxury is a big thing at the minute. It's very in, you know, but that's the way I've I don't want to say that's the way I've always been, but I don't like to be one of these people wearing fucking expensive as fuck clothes and fucking like really loud colours and fucking all of that madness, you know? Don't like that kind of thing. What's a good frag to wear at a college graduation? Don't know. Talking to the wrong man about that one. Is Jen Sense wearing a wig now? Again, don't know. Haven't watched. Haven't looked. Not inclined to. Is Jen Sense wearing a wig now? Probably hair plugs, if anything. He'll have the money from all the videos and stuff like that, you know. John, join the best fragrance disco. Thank you. Top 10 frags to wear at a college graduation vid. Let's film it, Rich. No, I'm 40 this year. If I go to a college graduation, I'll get arrested. What the fuck are you doing here, fatty? Get out. They'll be like, oh no, I'm making content. They'll be like, yeah, you're under arrest. I can't stand Reddit. It's an absolute cesspit, says Ryan. I can't imagine the people who actually use Reddit. Why are those other jerks obsessed with that TLTG guy? I think it's because he clapped back. I think it's because he was featured on there and he kind of like aggressively gave them shit back and they didn't like that. So that's why I think it is. I don't get involved. I'm not bothered about what that is. They're going to do what they're going to do what they want anyway. So, and plus, I'll be honest, I actually agree with the motivation and the premise of Oda Jerks. There's so much shit in the fragrance community that goes on that deserves a light shining on it, and that's really one of the only places. Robes does it as well. That holds out and out, makes content about people who make content who talk shit, right? I'm happy to say something. I'm happy that there's nothing I've said on these streams that I wouldn't say to somebody in person or like one-to-one online. You know? Doesn't mean it's going to be the first thing I come out with. But if it comes up, then I'd be like, well, you know, you get paid to say things, you know? Then you can't really believe anything they say because they'll say things for money. You know? It should be treated as skeptically as all other adverts. But the cynicism comes in when they pretend that they're different, you know? Good grief. Thirsty boy. Dry hand. I agree, says Robert. 10 fragrances to wear to recommend fragrances for for a college graduation. 32 next month, says Ryan. Oh, you fucking baby, Ryan, man. Note that, man. Tell you what, though, the next fucking 5-10 years are going to just disappear from under your fucking feet. Seriously. You'll not understand. You think that time's gone by quick now. Wait for the next 10 years. It flies by. Mental. I remember people saying this to me and me just being like, yeah, no bother. And then all of a sudden it's gone and you're like, what the fuck happened there? I'll tell you something else as well. It's going to be bits and bobs of you. I think I remember you saying that you're on the tools. There's going to be bits and bobs of you that start hurting a lot, especially your knees. Your knees, your elbows, your joints. I mean, I've got rheumatoid arthritis anyway, so everything fucking hurts anyway. But like my mates who are my age who have been on the tools are like, oh, it pains me knees. I've got fucking pains in my chest, not like heart attack things, but yeah, I'm a plumber. Yeah, your wrists, plumbers quite often with their wrists because you've got to get fucking doing all sorts of mental movements with your hands and that. You'll know blokes 10 years older than you on the tools and they'll be like, oh, every time they get down. I've got a mate my age, well, he's 2 years older than me, so he's 40, 41, right? He needs a knee replacement. He needs a knee replacement. He won't go for one, but he needs one. I'm telling you. The fucking noises he makes when he's going up the stairs, he's worse than me. One of the few rich that keeps it real, says Ryan. Yes, I'm not always right. I'm not always fucking... But I try not to talk... I try not to lie or talk shit. You know what I mean? And thank you. I can't stand when somebody I watch waste my time bitching about other people or channels. Yeah, I don't like to go on about it too much. Like, not too much. A little bit. Depends if I get on my high horse as well. You know? But, yeah. Like, there's that fucking guy. Who was he? There was one guy who, like, he did a live stream. Like, he hadn't put any content out for months, and he appeared and made a live stream. He was hollering out like threats of violence against people. Like, oh no, I know you didn't mean me. I know you didn't mean me, mate. That's like I know how you mean. But there was one guy, like I don't like. There's another guy who was talking. He was like, I was watching him, and he was like, "Fucking, like, I see you. I'll talk to you about this in person. I'm going to be here in a certain place at a certain time." And I was like, what the fuck are you getting on about? You know what I mean? Because he was American as well, so you never know who's going to fucking pop up with a weapon. You know what I mean? Yeah, right in England. Well, maybe he's not in England now. Anywhere outside of London, it'll be alright, you know? Turn up in London, they could turn up with a fucking bazooka or some shit. Or bow and arrow. Crossbows are a big thing in this fucking country. Have you heard about this? Fucking people started using fucking crossbows and shit. Mental. People using crossbows. If I used a crossbow, right, it would be me that went flying. The bow and arrow would stay where they were, and I'd gone flying backwards. Weak sauce. I fired a shotgun, you know, when I was 7, and I'm sure it dislocated me shoulder. I went up to Scotland, and like up at Scotland, they've got loads of like, you know, like clay pigeon shooting. They've got like loads of game shooting and stuff like that. I was 7 or 8, and my father was like, "Oh, do you want to go with this?" And I was like, "Well, I do. Of course I do. I'm fucking 8 years old. Of course I want to shoot a shotgun. What are you talking about?" Gives the chair, and the bloke was like, "Right, here you go. You hold it like this, and you fuck through." I didn't brace at all, did I? Wasn't expecting this thing. Fucking, I'm sure it dislocated my shoulder. Like, the fucking pain, the bruise I come out in was mental. Just not for me, that. It kick people in the shins when my boots on, that's more my style. Fucking boot you in the fucking shin. Like that. Out of nowhere, my left knee clicks now. No idea what's going on. No pain. That's just gas in your knee, isn't it? It's like synapsal gas or something. That's not the right word at all. That just disregard that. There's like air builds up in your joint, and when you flex it in a certain way, it goes pop. So it's not a click, it's like a pop, you know? And a lot of knees and fragcom are hurting, mostly the show. Very good, very good, very good. Sent to the door, Noir piece. I've got a vintage Noir piece. Welcome, fragrance collector. Rich, how's your day? Do you know what it is? Good day. Fuck it. Good day. Had a bit of a wobble earlier, but weather's been nice. I got the roller. I think I was I got the Rolly, so I'm pretty pleased about that. I think I got a little bit anxious about going to pick it up. I don't know why. Yeah. Well, I'm all right. How's your day? Out of nowhere, my left knee clicks now. No idea what's going on. You're not old until you wake up limp. Strangely enough, I'm both limp and stiff when I wake up. Stiff everywhere else. Limp, limp in the worst ways. I didn't really know. Yes. Drakdoc Crystal were fantastic. Shame that they're gone. So Fragrance Apprentice has come back. Yes, that's good, isn't it? He started filming. That's always nice to see. We're better off for having George. Absolutely. So Charles, have her PM and don't check your bank accounts, says Mitra. We have Fragrance Twins. Welcome, Fragrance Journey. How's Robert? Friends, if you would like to like the stream, it would be greatly appreciated. I'll be an actual pensioner this year. How did that happen? Get out there and do whatever you want. Most of you do, young people. Do what you most want to do, you young people, says Tim. I don't think Fragcom will ever return to its former glory. No, that's dead and gone. We now have to go out and find like-minded people and try and congregate in places. The small but open community, village, town where everybody knows each other and everybody gets along and it's backs to the wall and us against them. That's gone. It's money's involved now. And as it always happens, I'm afraid to say, when money gets involved in hobbies and stuff, and you could say it happens with everything, but it's very difficult to have a hobby that is also, like, when people say you turn your passion into a job, it's not your passion if it's your job. You can be passionate about your job. I'm not saying that you can't enjoy your job. I'm just saying, for me, something like this is what I do and love when I want to get away from job, work, all that sort of thing, when I want to relax. Speaking of which, I really, really, really need to dehydrate. So I'll be back in a minute, friends. Please enjoy the candle. Hope you will. I'm sure you will. Oh, friends, I am back, and I am Quack. How's it going? Ooh! I'm back. Rich went to dehydrate. If you would like to like the stream, my G's, please do. It's fucking... There we go. What we got? Okay, let's see where the chat is. Fragcom reaches its new low. The shills are crazy now. Well, there's no shame anymore, you know. Fragcom won't get better until the bloody fragrances get better. That's also true. Niche is dead. I would say Niche is dead, actually. And designer's been dead. Bought out by the big cozy industry is absolutely crooked. Well, you'll notice the thingy houses, the oil houses, were all raided for being a cartel recently. It was the Swiss, the British, and the European police raided them in a joint operation, and rightly so, because everything has got considerably worse and considerably more expensive. If you want the truth, I think the oil houses are actually behind the. I think the oil houses are actually secretly behind. This is my conspiracy theory. I think the oil houses are secretly behind the restrictions on certain materials, because then they can use their own materials that they've created, like their what do you call it? It's their intellectual property, but you call it proprietary chemicals, you know, captive molecules, proprietary information. They can use that themselves and profit more, you know. That's what I think's going on, because everything smells the same now as well. And they cry when I tell them to behave. Mutual was meant to be me, was mean to me. Who's counting the number of F words in their speech? Oh, God, you'll be there for a while. It is knee fart. When you eat too much beans, your knees fart. I actually had beans on toast tonight. Lovely. I used to go clear shooting. Had a big gunshot 3-inch Magnum's hell of a kick. Fucking hell. I've been in the watch game myself lately too, so... What you been getting, mate? What you been up to? We want a wristwatch weekly rotation. Sunshine Corgis, private equity ruined Fragcom. I don't agree. I don't disagree. Welcome, Sunshine Corgis. Just turned 21 and turned into a granddad in body and mind, says Lord Charles. Yes, I was an old man when I was a young man as well. Never have bought Vetiver d'Hiver had it not been for the Fragrance Apprentice. Do you like it? Do something you love and you'll never work a day in your life. Yes. Fragrance YouTube is a whole different place for starters, says Nick. Fragrance YouTube's strange. I talk to people who are on Instagram, and apparently the culture is completely different. You know, like the culture is very different on Instagram than it is to YouTube. But it's also an absolute wasteland out there as well. It's a shitter out there. Just in a different way, you know. And this is just my medium. This is just the way I want to do it, you know. Don't want to be on Instagram. Don't want to be on whatever else it is that other people do. True, you need sound like they're opening the door in horror movies, says Dushan. Right, says I've watched Fragrance Apprentice since the start, always liked him. Yes. I always describe what Rich was saying. My knees are fine, thank you, says Mitra. I used to like Fragrance Apprentice live stream, shame they were so rare. They can take it out of you. I actually use them to connect. I use them for community, to talk to yous. I use them for to relax and do all that kind of thing. Do you know, when I started, they're not easy. It takes a lot of... they're very stimulating. They're very kind of... When you finish them, your mind's kind of firing in lots of different directions. It takes an hour or two afterwards to just sort of simmer down, you know, to chill. But I quite like the way that I've got it with them. Like, I feel extremely fortunate. Plus, I don't have lots of other things to do, you know. Like, I haven't got a 9 to 5. I haven't, like, got to worry about all that sort of thing, you know? So, one of the most difficult parts about doing the live stream, sitting here for 2 hours, like, I'm always in fucking bits after I've done a live stream, you know? My arse is fucking killing it. Plus, at the minute, my medication stopped working. The medication I take for my disease has stopped working, so fuck, I need a new one. With these tariffs, Chanel will finally charge £500 for Les exclusives. Well, they won't charge £500. They might charge $500, or they might charge fucking, because the tariffs aren't between France and the UK, you know? Excuse me whilst I hydrate. Where did Rich go? I'm back. Speaking of that, James, I miss my memoir, Woman. What a great Morticia Adams in a bottle. The Pissing Duck sounds like a pub. I'll try that one. Nepotism, James. I'm selling Vetiver Divers, says Mitra K. Mitra, sell me your 1957, says James. Well, since you asked, I've been quite into Squale watches. I like niche watches. I like the quality of Squale. Oh, and quite a little tip. Sounds wrong since you got the Rolex. Get a 1-to-1 rep for outside rep time. Get a 1-to-1 replica for outside. Nah. I assume rep means replica. I don't want replicas. It's the same as clones for fragrances. I'd just rather not. I'd rather just keep my money. Instagram's better for photos and writing. Atrocious for video. The thing is, I can't be asked to sit and write stuff down. I've never been good at writing. I've never, ever become good at writing stuff. You know, I've never been good at writing stuff, sorry. I'm proper shit at it. What are your diseases? Oh, Christ. I'll tell you the main one. It's called axial spondyloarthritis. It's a type of rheumatoid arthritis that affects your spine and your hip. But it's also your immune system. Like, it's essentially just inflammation throughout your body, but it's more focused on your hip and your back. I think I'm going to wear that Homme de Grey tomorrow. It's lovely. It's devastating. I do not recommend it to you. Tom Aitken, welcome. Evening, Rich. You tried Bulgari Man in Black Parfum? No, but I'd like to. I know you like the original. Yes, it's much darker. Worth a try. I will try it. Thank you. I went to Diptyque to find out if the cafe was seasonal. Is it seasonal, Yiqua? How is it? I've become a vintage snob and it's all your fault. Sorry. I've wanted a vintage Squale 15... I've wanted a Squale... Why have I said vintage there? I've wanted a Squale 1521 for years. Yeah, sorry, I had to throw that in. The mouse says fragrance collector. Well, I mean, if that's what you want to do, that's sound. It's just not what I want to do. So it is seasonal. That's a shame. I do have some very kindly lily scent as a couple, would you believe? I wish they would release it more often, and I just fucking so wish they would release this as a perfume. Fouille de Lavande. It's fucking incredible. I love the way this smells. It's amazing. Sounds painful. It's not great, mate. How do I tell Mitra I have a crush on her, says Lord Charles? I don't know. It's a difficult one. Squale kind of looks like Omega, but I like the... Oh, I went... Hey, I went into Omega today because I was feeling like being a shit. And I went into Omega and I was like, hi, could I purchase it? And I knew they didn't have it. I knew they weren't going to get it. And I knew that it wasn't happening. But I was like, hi, can I purchase a Silver Snoopy, please? It's like the rarest and most sought after watch that they make, right? And they you just can't get them. And they were like, well, sorry, no, we can't do that because, well, we've had some people on the waiting list for 4 years and they still haven't had one. We get roughly 1 or 2 a year. And I was like, fucking what? And I sort of dropped the act a little bit. And I was like, to be honest, I'm not. They tried to sell us other things. And I was like, fucking what? One of the watches they were trying to sell us was 16 grand. I was like, fuck off. Oh, as I would pay. I don't think I would ever pay that much for a watch, unless I like had silly money. That silver Snoopy one is fucking glorious, though. The back is actually better than the front of the watch, would you believe? DJ 36 blue dial Jubilee bracelet. Sorry, friends. Where are we? Yeah, I was just being a shit. I had no intention of buying it. I just wanted to see what they would say. Squalor kind of looks like Omega, but I like the movement is a good automatic wise too. I've been saying I just got to see the VPH on the movement for Squalor. I don't trust grey market. I don't wear reps. I'm very, very fucking skeptical of grey market watches. I must be honest. Like I'd have to buy it off someone very particular, you know. Equa said she was happy to tell it wasn't available. I went to smell Tam Down. I liked it. Tam Down's really nice. It is. Very much so. And that one smells like Bentley for Men Intense. Last time I wore Prada Amber Pour On, I felt like Duck. Loved it more than before. Yes, yes, yes. Tremendous fragrance. One of the very best. Absolutely brilliant. This is another fragrance I love, but I haven't been wearing very much. It's Courageous Homme. Courageous Homme. Big aldehydes at the top. Big amber in the base. Oak moss too. Carnation. Lovely fragrance. It's like a vintage ambery aldehydic thing. Yeah, that silver Snoopy, mate. Look on the back. Look on the back of it. Turn it around and look on the back. The case back's incredible. It's got a movement on the back, right? What you see a picture of the moon looking at the Earth, and the Earth moves through the sky, and then every once in a while, Snoopy goes across the horizon in a spaceship. If you watch a video about it, you'll see it's one of the most incredible fucking things I've ever seen. It's hard to believe it's like a mechanical thing that they've made in a watch. It's amazing feat of engineering type things. I love shit like that because there's no way I could even remotely make something like that, and I love stuff like that, you know. Vintage or modern? It's always vintage. The modern Prada Armor Pour On shit. What does that smell like? It says Equa. This is Courageous Homme. Courageous Homme is like a big aldehydic sharp thing at the top, and then you get some of that vintage floral mid, and then it has like an ambery oak moss base. It's really interesting. Gerard Anthony made it. Welcome, Vic. Nick S says, I've just got 150 mil of it. Should be enough. Which one are you talking about? Prada Amber Pour On. I love that shit so much. It's so good. It has more craftsmanship than Jacob & Co. Dodgy bloke, that Jacob & Co, though, isn't he? I need to get a £5,000 Tom Ford suit so it can go with my tobacco vanille bottle, says Based Out. Is that one like Masano Cento? It's by a house called Courageous. So I'll put the name. It's called Courageous Homme. Used to be quite famous in the 80s, Courageous. Or 70s, maybe. It's fucking hard to get, though. And expensive when you find it. You know? It's really, really, really good. It's really, really good. I just never wear it. Got a bottle of Amber Salt and took your advice. It's really good for its price. Oh, excuse me, I'm sorry. It's fabulous. It's still one of the best fragrances out there, you know. It really is. It's immense. Love that stuff so much. It's my gateway fragrance. I wouldn't be here without it. I wouldn't be talking to you. Wouldn't know you. I didn't like that Courageous. Felt stuck in its time. It is very much of the late 70s, early 80s. Rich, how long have you been collecting frags for? Since about 2002, 2003? The man of courage, courage is on. It really shows what the industry could have been, says Fragrance Collector. Yeah. The man of, tonight I will attend a special event with Tom Ford. Amazing. What are you going to do, Vic? Rich, go and try Givenchy Faux Semblant and tell me what you think. I think the note pyramid can confuse you, but it's a great recent discovery of mine. So I really struggled to read that there for some reason. Nice one, I shall. Zamboman, hello from Los Angeles. Sent to the day's Bergamot 22 by Le Labo. We were talking about Le Labo earlier. I'm not a fan of Le Labo, I've got to be honest. Oh, dear me. Rich, do you have any Fortin Manley? That's good. I don't have any Fortin Manley full stop. Never mind Fortin Manley, that's good. I'll be there as a guest. My scent of the night will be Tom Ford's Ebony Fume. Just got a bottle of Pivet Clear de Russie for $16. Whoa, this stuff packs a punch in a good way. Mitra K has a bottle of that, and she sent me everything but. I think it was too late by the time I said she'd already posted the parcel. But what she did send me was a sample of, where is it? Jardin Retrouvé Cuir de Russie, which is very nice. Light, though. Very light. Very light. Very light. Shall I spray on Epic 56? I'll spray on Epic 56. Let's see what happens. Should I blow the candle out first? No naked flames. I mean, $16. I can't even get lunch at fucking... Oh, sorry. $16. I can't even get lunch at work for that price. That's fucking... You've been ripped off for your lunch, mate. Love that Jardin Retrouvé. Yeah, apparently they're really good. She sent us a couple of them. She sent us the Cuir de Russie, and she sent us another one. Mousse Arashiyama. Oh. Let's have a look. Amouage Epic 56. Wow. Oh, something's dry. What are you so dry? Right, well, it's got a really weird metallic vibe at the top that I'm not sure about. Tried Givenchy Vetiver recently, vintage. Very nutty, yes. Hey, Rich. Welcome, Dahlia. New candle? Yes. I have broken in my latest Fouille de Lavande. I must have had about 10 of these. I fucking love this shit so much, and I don't know why they don't make a perfume out of it. I'm fuming. Where am I? Bravo, Galen. On the 21 from Eldon Square to Chesterley, straight after a 15-hour shift. Sent of the day's Creed's Virgin Island Water. I hope you're well, mate. Fucking 15 hours, is it? Have you been installing something? Sounds like you've been fucking making something. That's an outrageous fucking shift. Congratulations on the weekend, mate. Thoroughly deserved it. I reviewed that Cuir de Russie on YouTube, says Bella. I'll give that a look up, mate. Which can you see yourself liking Prada Amber Intense more than the regular Amber in the future? No. Straight up no. No. I like it. It's nice. It's good. But the original's fucking... It's exceptional. I work in emergency theatres in the Freeman. Never ends. Oh, God. Better you than me, mate. For everybody concerned, better you than me. Fuck. Get yourself home and smell some fucking perfumes. Chill out. Don't know how I feel about this epic. I mean, the beginning's really, really harsh. The opening's really harsh. Drying down a little bit creamier now. Much smoother. Coffee, hello from Korea. Welcome, Korea. How are you? Love that Jardin Recruvé. Do you mean the house or do you mean that particular one? When I first got into collecting, I got a bottle of Mont Blanc Explorer and they said it smelled like a Ventus when I really liked the Ventus. It's just the amber is overdone in the DNA. It's okay, but no. The thing is with that, with all Mont Blancs, is that if you wait 3 months after the release, not even 3 months actually with Explorer, because I remember it, if you wait 6 weeks, which, do you know what it is? It wasn't even 6 weeks. It must have been about 2 weeks after it was released, right? It was almost instant. Turned up on discounters for half the price. Turned up on discounters for half the price. Maybe it's even better than half the price. It was like 35 quid at discounters. It smells all right in and of itself, but then so does a Ventus for me. A Ventus is not... this, honest to God, a Ventus is nice, but that's it. There's no way I would spend that kind of money on a Ventus. It was made for Errol Flynn. What was? Moose Arashiyama. Arashiyama, yes, that's right. Good honey and bay leaf in that Piva. Great value for the money. I won't buy any Amouage extracts until the perfume concentration is precisely 69%. Tudor brought out a watch this week called the Black Bay 68, and everyone was like, 69. I work in emergency theatres in the Freeman. Oh, mate. Fair play to you, mate. Chanel number 19 is next purchase. Where is my number 19? I've got a vintage 19, I'm sure of it. If I can find it, right? Oh, that's Cristal. You can't have that, sorry, mate. There we are. Look at that. Look at that. Chanel number 19 vintage. Garage is on. Big unit, that. There you go. Chanel number 19. Eau de Parfum. It's a recharge refill. Really nice. That's the vintage 19 powdery, I'll tell you. Yeah, it is a bit... Oh, that is fucking lovely, that. Green, galbanum-y, a little bit... Something a little bit irisy about it. Oak moss. Lovely, that. MM. Scent of the Event of a Bourbon. Excellent perfume. Hello, Corthe. Now I know how insanely unfunny my comment really was. Happy Friday, thank God it's Friday tea time. Yes, yes, yes. I got an offer Bois Noir for $550. Shall I buy it? What size? What size, mate? I suppose down around is incredibly synthetic to me, says Nick. When are those new at Mont Blanc going to hit discounters? Gorgeous bottles sunk without a trace, it seems. Most of the stuff, do you know what it is? Right? Do you know what it is? Most of the stuff that's released nowadays just slides straight off the wall. Just throw shit left at the wall. 75 mil left. No, don't pay for 550 mil. No. $550 for 75 mil. No. No, 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 no. No. No, no, no. Don't do that. That's silly. It's not worth that at all. Most of the stuff that gets released now, just those Montclair are fucking shit. They're being propped up by their silly jackets, which have gone out of fashion. This has dried down a bit. It's not so bad. Metro is taken, says Lord Charles. Me and Dolly are married. Is the vintage 19 powdery? It's nice. It's nice. It's good. It's a little bit powdery. It's not that much powder. It's more fuzzy. It's not worth $550 for 75 ml, Vic. No, it's not. Sorry, mate. I would say too, fragrance-wise, there isn't even going to be any good releases this year. I don't stay up to date with what drops anymore. Well, as in Demodabler are coming out with something I imagine soon. It's an Immortelle fragrance. They're also releasing those 100 mils of Vanille Havane. I want to confirm that it hasn't been tampered with before I fucking purchase one. Neroli, amazing number 19 bottle. Do you have a vintage Antace? I've got a few vintage Antace, mate. You are a fellow Geordie. I may be willing to part with that 19 for a decent price. Not when I say a decent price, I don't mean a high price. I mean a decent price for you. If you leave a comment on one of my videos, I'll send you me email address and I can ship it to you, or I can meet you up if you want, or whatever you like. If you want it, if you didn't want it, it's fine. I'd say too, there isn't. So I've read that. I will confirm with them. Amazing 19 bottle. Roger Scandal. When will you admit it to Roger Scandal? When will you admit it to masterpiece? Never. Shit, need to dig my vintage 19 mil minis. Yes, they did those 19 mil mini things that were mint. Perfect time of year for it. Hi, Tool. How are you doing? I love Ramsey's collection, says Fragrance Game. Anyone who collects vintage will always get my views. Yes. I'm not a Geordie, I'm a Macam. Yes, I can email. Well, it's all right. I won't hold that against you. We'll pretend you didn't. Nobody's perfect. I forgot you're going home to Chester Lee Street, of course. Fucking hell. Don't worry, the price won't go up or anything. I don't even know what I fucking charge. I'll just find out what I paid for it and have it for that. I'm not sure how I feel about this epic. I mean, it's fucking bewetted me hand, like. My hand's fucking sodden. I've glazed my own hand. See that? Fucking glazed myself. Hello, Rich. Sent to the day's Lauder for Men. It's fabulous to wear on this warm spring day. Yes. I'm actually selling a vintage Lauder for Men 30 mil. It's like a shaving kit, so it's got a shaving balm which you can't use. It's fucked. It's got a razor. It's an Estee Lauder razor. It's got the gold cap Lauder for Men 30 mil splash, and then it's got EDT, and then it's got the 30 mil splash of the it's got the 30 mil splash of the aftershave as well. It's actually a really nice set. Plus, more options for perfumes to wear in the autumn, says Lily. Mitra and Dolly are more of an autumn aesthetic. It's more expensive than other sellers. Leslie, who said we aren't buying anyone? Rich, you ever wear Amber Nargile? I find it too food-like for me to wear. I do, but I don't wear it lots. But I do like it. No, I'm not selling it. It's really good. It is an escape wedding. I was saying for your wedding day sense. Fragrance Collector says absolutely simple. First to see if the quality was tampered with. Nothing trusted anymore, and it's sad. Yeah. Bois Noir, it's not an easy one to get. It's not, but it's not worth that, mate. You'll get a bigger bottle for less. I paid considerably less for my my half full 250 mil. I paid about 250 quid. So I paid about half what you paid for twice as much. Mil for mil, it'll be 4 times. I'm not Geordie, I'm a Macam. I can email you soon. I've got the latest formulation of Antace and it's stunning. Yeah, the latest formulation of Antace is fantastic. The older one's more musky. It's a bit richer, but when I wear Antace and put it in my videos, right, it's the modern one that I'm wearing. I'm not actually wearing the vintage one. I wear the vintage one when the modern one's run out. I just won't replace the modern one. But I wear the vintage one. I wear the modern one. The modern one is more of a patchouli rose, and the animalic side of it's not quite as potent in the latest version. In the older one, it's the other way around. It's much more animalic, furry growl, hairy chest. First 4 or 5 buttons undone on your shirt kind of thing, you know. And yeah, I totally agree with you. The modern one's fabulous. Lily is waiting for the, if anyone objects, to come running through the door and back into Mitra's heart. About to score 50 mil Fahrenheit from 30 Avenue Foch. Can't wait. Yes, absolutely sensational. They're great, Rich. Couple of them and you sort for the air. Nice size. Yes, yes, yes. As I told you, I wouldn't know which heart to go for until I've stood there. My lass is Chester. I am pure Sunderland. Going to see her. Thoughts on Frederick Moore the Night? I've got a bottle of the Night. It's my oud perfume. I've actually got a bottle of the Night. It is my oud. It does smell like farm fertilizer. It does. It smells like fields covered in cow shit. That's what it smells like. But it changes and warms, and it's really nice. You tried on Taste Sport? Yes, I used to have bottles, and I sold it. I wasn't a fan. It was okay. Lot of Men current version is not that bad. No, it's not that bad. It's fantastic. Lot of Men from 85. Yes. I glaze my hand as well, says James. Lily pretending like she doesn't. Oh, James, that's why you thought. That's why you too, though. So much lotion. Be careful you make a carpal tunnel. James, quit playing with your donut, says Balia. I prefer the vintage and taste. Leather note is more substantial, says Nick. Yes, Christian's Magnifique perfume, we know, James, says Lily. Yeah, you're all gross. You tried on Taste Sport, yes. Dushan, that's a huge centre hole. See you later, Vic. Have a good time at your function with Mr. Ford. Say hello from me. He won't know who I am. I'll tell him I know him, even if he doesn't know me. Is there anything better than a vetiver citrus scent for spring? Depends what the weather's like. Pavarotti's incredible for spring. Homme de Grey is incredible for spring. Prada Ramba Pour Homm's incredible for spring. Cartier Roadster's incredible for spring, but that's got vetiver in it, and it's got citrus in it. Vetiver Tonka, but that's a vetiver. I found Incense Rose by Tower the other day. Absolutely sensational. I was buzzing. Drove by a cow farm the other day that had a shit cannon spraying doo all over the fields. It was unlike any oud I've ever tried. Should have drove past with a perfumer and told him that's what you want. Called the perfume shit cannon. Vetiver Season, says Sense for Thought. Not a good voyage. I have to say something perfume related as to not disturb the chat with nonsense. Keep it on topic. Vintage and taste might be a little too dank for me. It's definitely got that kind of undercarriage, slightly damp, not sweaty, but dark and wet kind of vibe. Is the tower like Pull minus the patch? Need to sample? No, it's not like Pull minus the The only thing they've got in common actually is the rose note. Similar rose vibes rather than the actual smell, if that makes sense. When are you paying Jeremy Fragrance? When are you buying Jeremy Fragrance's £500 perfume? I'm not. I'm never going to pay any money to Jeremy Fragrance for his perfumes because they're the drizzling shits. Damp undercarriage, says Germs. How is the new version compared to old formulation of Musk Ravageur? Well, the old one was skanky, filthy, dirty. The newer one is more sanitized, it's more vanillic, more warm. No, not more warm, just more, it's less filthy. Galen says, anyone ready to commit to an all Hermes May? Hermes? I remember when you did a Serge Luton month and it nearly killed you. I don't remember that. That's how long I've been around. I remember Galen doing an all Serge. I think I put him up to it now, actually. He said, that was hard. That was difficult. I didn't enjoy that at the end. Yes, do it, Galen. On the channel, 30 Days of Hermes. Still reeling from that, says Galen. Yes, yes, yes. Which model do you wear the most? Do you want to know? I want to say music for a while. Maybe Geranium Pour Monsieur. I should rank them. No, I shouldn't rank them. I should do a house overview on the malls. I find musk rubbers are too animalic, but love Antaeus. I don't do pissy musks. Antaeus isn't pissy, you know. Her maybe. RXL Paul Rom even said one of Jeremy fragrances had berry-like smell, I think. Definitely bad of its basic pound smelling, but Jeremy was the first shill from the start. Well, he created that sort of whole zeitgeist thing, didn't he, you know? I'd rather a poopy oud rather than an absolute Paul Soir musk rev. I like absolute Paul Soir. I like that one. It's a shame Balenciaga Pour Homme is so rare. It sounds like a belter. Is it similar to Koros and Taste? I enjoy them both. No. Think of a big dank patchouli with a little bit of dark fruit and oak moss and cinnamon and honey. There's a lot going on there. I fucking love that stuff so much. Oh, God. I'm doing a 90s fortnight and dipping into Girl April on bass notes, says Nick. Do you like Almond Man, says MM? It's okay. Jura Rose really liked it. I thought it was okay. I'm not a massive Geza Schön fan. That'd be a great video. They stopped making original Almond Man, didn't they? Criminal, says Nick. Galen, I picked up Eau de Glory EDC. It's absolutely wonderful. Glorious, even. Favorite fragrance for spring, if you have one, says Don Moniz. Maybe Vetiver Tonka. Difficult. Favorite fragrance for spring. Rich, if it wasn't me, if it wasn't for me finding your channel through people who expose shills, I would be lost and wouldn't know what quality truly is. But you give the best suggestions to me when I ask them. Thanks. Well, you are very kind, mate. I really appreciate that. I don't know who told you to come, but thank you to them as well. Yes, I am glad you are here. Gillen, yes, glad you mentioned it. Sense of Thoughts is Balenciaga Pour Homme is better than Antaeus and Chorus. It doesn't have that 80s animalic thing going on, but totally different. Otherwise, I can't get over how good it is. It's startlingly good. It is startlingly good. I absolutely love that shit so much. I really do. MM says, how much money would we have to pay you to stop wearing, owning, smelling perfumes for the rest of your life? There's not enough money in the world. What would be the point? I couldn't replace it. You know? What would I do? What would I talk about that I actually cared about? You know? There are other things I have a passing interest in, but nothing like this. You know? Like the stream, friends, if you please. I won't stop you, you know. I won't hold it against you if you do. I got Eau de Glory cologne too. Fantastic, beautiful bottle. Don't think I've ever smelled it. Maybe I have. I don't think so, though. What's the use of money if it will stop you from enjoying life? Exactly. Jared Wilson says, thoughts on modern Fahrenheit? It's all right. It's all right. It's not awful. Just can't wait for fucking, what's he called, to get his fucking hands on it. Kirkjohn's going to get his hands on it and absolutely fuck it. Like he's fucked everything else for the brand. Balenciaga Pour On just doesn't click with me. Just find it too intense no matter how little I apply. It is very rich. It's very rich. Alex McKay says, I have 2 bottles of Balenciaga Pour On waiting on me at the post office. Need to pay customs charges first, though. They only keep it for 30 days, you know. They only keep it for 30 days. So, bear that in mind. Where can I get a sample of Fahrenheit Absolute, says Sense for Thought. Where can you get a sample of Fahrenheit Absolute? Find someone who's got one. I think Greggy Boy had it. I don't know if he still has. I don't know if he sells samples of it. I imagine he'd go through bottles hand over fist if he did. But it's one of Fahrenheit's his favourite fragrance ever, so you're not likely to get a fucking bottle of it. Which I'll send you a sample of Eau de Glory cologne. Remind me. Thank you, mate. Oh! I forgot that bottle was full and it weighed more than I thought. I was wondering that. I'm getting off work tomorrow to collect. Yes, don't leave it sitting there. Tyrone Lancaster, welcome. Do you have any favourite Rain Petrichor fragrances beside Narciso Rodriguez? Not massively, no. Not massively, if I'm being honest. I don't even think that's like a Rain or Petrichor thing. It's just perfect for that, you know. If anybody has any suggestions for Tyrone, let him know. Sense for Thought says, Alex, where did you get the Balenciaga Pour On? I only got a 30ml. Rich, have you tried Burberry Touch? Yes, but I don't remember it. Alex says, Sense came across it on eBay, so snapped it up. They can basically charge what they want on eBay because nobody... Because there's nobody selling it. Nobody's got enough. Do you know what it is? I was talking to someone the other day who swore blind he knows someone who's got 500 pieces of Balenciaga Pour On. And I was like, you sure? And he was like, yeah. I was like, they'd make a fucking fortune if they just drip-fed them into the market, like. There is a seller on eBay selling vintage miniatures. Yes, there is, and I know who it is. Après Londe, the original Petrichor. Lily's been fuming with me about that. There is some on UK retailers, but they want 200 and 300 for 50ml. Yeah. Sense of Thoughts is going to go absolutely crazy in Japan for vintage fragrances. Most blind buys, any must-haves? Oh, God. I don't know. Basically, just watch me videos like Homme de Grey. Homme de Grey is great. Success by MCM Mode Creation München. That's great. Creeds, any vintage Creeds you find. Gucci Noble. The vintage Serge Lutens. Lauder for Men. Iquitos, those Chanel fragrances from the early 90s and the 80s. Derby is Duchance's, better look with designer stuff in Japan. Yes, it's big in Japan. Friends, it's big in Japan. Ooh, I need to take my towel. I need to take my tablets. Horrible feeling Newcastle's going to get beat by fucking, what they're called, Leicester on Monday. Even though Leicester are the drizzling shit. The fucking grunt. Let's take 2 gabapentin. Let's take 2 paracetamols. And let's take this heart medication. We're big in Japan tonight. Whoa there. I need to take me fucking poison tonight. I've just remembered I didn't take it last night. Oh, fuck it, I'll put it back there. Oh! In fact, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to have a couple of drops. Try and relax. I'm going to have a relaxing weekend, friends, so... I don't think there'll be any... I don't think there'll be any more content apart from the fragrance rotation. Après Londe is similar to L'Eau d'Hiver, yes? Pass. Better luck with the designer stuff. Better buy sword in Japan. Not be allowed to bring it back. Rich is big in Japan. Rich is big everywhere. I sent the duck my dissertation about Japan vintage fragrances. Haven't tried it yet. Elena's tribute to Après, says Nick. I've got Antaeus, Egoist, Dior Homme 2005 and Balenciaga Pour Homme already. Looking for Derby, Girl on Vetiver, Gucci Pour Homme 1, Egoist Cologne Concentrate, Vintage Antaeus and Vintage Fahrenheit. What about Vintage Kouros? Last up, we're useless against a certain city, as you know. I'm wobbling, so I wouldn't worry. MFK has been an absolute nightmare for Dior. Yes, he has. Even the new Sauvage 4 was hated by folk who even liked the original. Tried it and it was gone in 30 minutes. Yes, Kirk needs to retire already. He sort of is. He doesn't make the perfumes. He gets a woman called Maya to make them for him. Captain Kirk's fucked it, like. What am I smell? How are you? How are you? I hope you are doing well. I might wear la Rolex geese tomorrow. Good, just left Neiman, smelled a bunch of stuff. How was it? Alex McKay says, love these streams, Rich. Just looking at the frags like a podcast type thing, can potter about doing what I'm doing and don't miss out. Great stuff. Yeah, that's the point. It is. It's meant to be like that. It's an interactive fucking podcast. It's like a live, it's like, just like a live show. It's not like, it's not, because I do that. I do exactly what you said. When I put YouTube videos on, or I put live streams on, I literally just put them on and do something else. You know what I mean? Even if I just turn over in bed, I'll put them on in bed. I'll just turn over in bed and leave it on, you know? So I do it. I make this content for that. And I do exactly what you do, you know? And then if I feel like there's something worth looking at, then I'll be like, oh, here's this, or here's that, or look what I did, and you can have a look. And if not, then you know I'm just showing bottles. But it's just me. I've literally just got the video on. If I could radio broadcast with the chat, so you could all just talk to each other, I can interact with the chat, and it was just a radio broadcast, I'd do that, you know? And I read all of the chats out, so you don't have to. You can... I'll read the thing and then I'll read it, like I'll read one of the comments. So you've heard that, and then I'll say what I've got to say back to that, you know. So You don't. Literally, it's made for exactly what you've said there, mate. Thank you very much, by the way. I appreciate it. Empty Sense says Malaysian soaps have a stronger scent than most fragrances made today. So humid there, I fathom. They kick up the scent molecules in them. I fucking can't imagine living somewhere so humid. Oh, the pain. That is incredibly humid. Painfully so. Fuck that. That Belle Armour's a stunner, says Sense for Thought. Like Musta Sabla had a baby with Dior Intense. Shame my wife hates Oris. He definitely uses the same Oris as Les and Demodable, right? Pass. Don't know that. Don't know that. Don't know that at all. Kirky the Jerky, says Jared. Sense for Thought. Blimey, that sounds fantastic. No PS5 stream. I doubt it. I'm trying to relax. I need to take a couple of days where I do nothing. Like, not just wander about doing my normal thing. I mean, like, relaxing on purpose. You know? That sounds like some kind of fucking new age shit. You know what I mean? But it's not. I need to just... and I've told my mother as well, I'm like, look, if there's problems, if there's fucking... not this weekend, Monday, maybe... I need to see if this new medication is going to work for my blood pressure. Otherwise, I'm going to end up either on more medication, different medication, or going into fucking hospital. Touch wood. James was literally about to ask the same question, says I smell. I doubt it. But if it will be, I mean, it depends how I'm feeling. Because it's a new game as well, so I'll be like, oh... I need to figure out how to work this new game. I'm going to be playing Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. Kingdom Come 2 Deliverance. So, I'm looking forward to it. See how it goes. Welcome, Often Licked. Is H24 EDP worth trying? I hated it, but lots of people like it, so... Ogivra dies and becomes Terre de Hermes after like an hour. How to sell it, says Sense for Thought. Terre de Hermes Ogivra Select Marshalls for $100 for a 5.8 ounce. That's a big unit, isn't it? Keep a travel atomizer with it though, says Sense for Thought. I prefer H24 EDT personally, but that's just me. The EDP was a bit dense for Texas warm weather. Yeah, that's it. I know. I know when I talked to Ramsey about him wearing fragrances, he's like, I don't care. Mine's like kind of the opposite. I only wear fragrances that fit with the weather on that day and my climate. Kind of admire Ramsey for just being like, fuck it, I'm pushing through. You know what I mean? But I don't think it's something I could do. Sometimes I'll be like, fuck, I'm wearing something. I'm wearing what I want to wear tomorrow, regardless, come what may. But it's almost always with an eye on the weather, you know? I'll be watching either way, says I smell. Cheers, mate. Welcome, Often Lit. Definitely understand, mate, too, all the time. Timed Out EDP might be in my top 10. It's really good. It's really good. Those diptychs are vastly underrated. Nobody talks about diptych, you know, but they're brilliant. And I fucking love the smell of this candle. It's incredible. I got some Comme des Garçons before they... they're even raising their prices as well. I got some Comme des Garçons before they raised their pricing, says Often Licked. Waiting for my bottles to arrive. Hinoki, Kyoto, and the miniature set. Miniature set sounds good. I've got Kyoto. I've got Incense Kyoto up there. I really enjoy it, actually. Really good green perfume, right? Nick S says it's fucking grim when someone over applies a cold weather fragrance in summer. Yes. I can't imagine going back now to just wearing whatever I want, whenever I want, regardless of the season. I really, really enjoy the way I've got my collection. I really, really, really enjoy it. Just helps us get the most out of them, you know. Helps us get the most out of my collection. I really love it. Oh, I could wear Invasion Barbar. Oh, excuse me. I think I'd die in Texas. Your weather is so hot and humid. I couldn't handle the heat in them sort of places, you know. LV is all the rage right now. It's actually annoying. LV are shit. Those LV perfumes are shit. They're shit. I genuinely don't like them. Like, I am against those perfumes. Even Nuit de Feu, which I thought was all right at first, really, really, really cloying, really annoying, painful to wear, headachy. Cavalier's a little bit like, he's got that kind of thing. He kind of like, he sometimes drifts over into that kind of thing, you know, because he did the same with Opium Pour Homme. Opium Pour Homme's really thick and cloudy and narcotic. And if you smell those Louis Vuittons, they're really very rich. Certainly the darker ones are. The lighter ones are not. Obviously they're not because they're lighter, but that's still, there's a little bit of a cloudy aspect to them. And I think Cavalier is brilliant, by the way. He did M7. Well, he worked on M7, which is one of my favourite ever fragrances, so far be it from me to tell him. Also, he's a fucking fully qualified, trained perfumer with like 35 years, 40 years of experience. So what the fuck do I know? But at the same time, I can just say what I think. I do not like them fragrances. I don't like those LVs. And people are buying them because they're Louis Vuittons. And for some reason, people think Louis Vuitton's like the pinnacle of fucking thing. It's not. It's a flex. You know? People don't buy that shit because they like it. People buy that shit because they think other people like it. Find Diptyque to be a little synthetic. Same for Hubergon. Well, I'll tell you what, right? I'll tell you what about Diptyque. So I get you, right? I get you. Their pricing used to be brilliant, right? Their pricing used to be absolutely brilliant for what you got. The pricing now for what you get is shocking. It's like 150 quid for 75ml. That's silly. I know that all prices are going to keep going up and stuff like that, you know what I mean? Because that's the nature of like inflation and money and stuff like that. But that when you've been around so long to smell them for a while and you remember them at like half the fucking price for what they're charging, now it's a bitter one to swallow. You know, it's bitter, it's hard. Zagorski is not best, Germs, you rascal. Nouveau Monde is my guilty pleasure. Got 30ml decant, mate. If you like it, you like it. It's yours. It's your money. You buy it. So when I say that they're shit, what I mean is that I think they're shit. But I'm saying it, so that's implied, you know. But some people can't apply that themselves. So every once in a while, you've got to remind yourself and other people that it's literally just what I think. If other people like it, it's fine. Your money is not mine. I mean, if you want to give us it, you know. No, I'm kidding. People don't speak about Diptyque because people aren't paid to push it. Agreed. I'll tell you what it is, though. Diptyque's one of those brands that appears in very specific places for very specific people. Diptyque usually gets into like women's fashion magazines. Like the candles are usually lurking in the background of photo shoots. That's the kind of places that Diptyque. Same with Sisley. You know Sisley. It's not Eau de Campagne. It's one of their fragrances is one of the most if not the most used female wedding fragrances, right? And most people haven't heard of it. I can't remember. I'm sure it might be Eau de Campagna, you know. We've heard of it. You say Eau de Campagna to someone on the street, they're going to think you're talking about champagne. Five times 9mm, this is often licked. Rouge Wonderwood 2, 2-man, black pepper for €70. New price is €80. Still, you know, fucking what? 45ml for €80? 5 different perfumes? That's not bad, that. It's not bad, that. It's not bad at all. Like 4 hours, the amber woods kill me and I need to shower, but it's an enjoyable couple of hours. See, I couldn't enjoy it knowing the amber woods were coming. I'd be like, oh God. Ombre Nomad's very loud. Eau de Soie. That's right, Nick. Eau de Soie. Imagination is a sequel of Bulgari Pour On, just not as interesting and too expensive, mostly musks and ambrox. I'll tell you what, it's really egregious and really makes me like quite angry against the brands for the price, especially LV. Those perfumes aren't worth fucking a tenth of what they're charging. It's fucking outrageous. People just want to collect the bottles and post them on Instagram so they can say that they've got them, and other people will be like, ooh, they're Louis Vuitton, that means they're a better person than me. You know? 31 Rue Cambon is the pinnacle of perfumery. It's made for going to the opera, says Spaced Out. Gorgeous floral sheeper, that one. Yeah, it's the top selling women's perfume for weddings, I'm sure of it. Comme des Garçons on a great value. Absolutely they are. They used to be even better value, but they are great value still. And on that note, friends, I'm off. I'm off to take poison. I hope you will wish me luck. I hope you've enjoyed the stream. I've enjoyed the stream. It's been really nice and chilled and just talking about stuff, and it's been fun. I'm off to relax, chill even, you know. I hope you have had a good time. I hope you will like the stream if you haven't already. And I will see you all again soon. Good night, everyone.